Everybody has their own perspective on like how to get through and how what homelessness is, and what poetry opens up for me is like an amusement park, like, you know, just not being where you're at this present moment, and just doing that, just escaping reality itself is just, it's not, you're not homeless, you're actually like doing something bigger than life.
It's confusing at first. I was lost. I mean, but at the same time, this is the first time I was by myself, you know what I mean? I'm getting my stuff done alone. So I was like, when I came here, I was like, you know, it's scary, you know, but it's gonna get less scary the more you meet people and the more you get stuff done.
I was very like, kind of shy. I was kind of like, you know, I felt like people were gonna judge me about the things that I say, and I was just very, you know, like in my shell, like, you know. So when I read these things out loud, I was kind of like nervous. I was kind of feeling a little bit embarrassed. I didn't know how to, like, you know, just stand tall with my pride and speak it out. But with the help of, you know, sharing my poem and being, you know, like, you know, speaking to everyone, I actually found strength in myself to, you know, heal over these words that hurt me. Help, get out. Not my daughter, not your family. Leave, not your son. Let go, move on. Not worth it, call the police. Just try. You made me. He wasn't for you. Roses are red, violets are blue. If I did the same to you, would you handle the fakeness too? Just take care of yourself. All pity for me, no light on me, no key, no go. Smiling is no, cruising is no. Just read it, give up. Not for you, be quiet, I didn't care. I'm not gonna live forever, don't cry to me. Wait, what do you wanna do, cause I have to. Thank you. Yay. Thank you. Thank you.
A lot of my memories of the first Poetry Cafe sessions would be clouded by this gloomy, dark, heavy feeling. You know, just being homeless, being discarded from the people you'd love, being rejected by the people you thought you could depend on. And had even, like, you know, went out of your way to make sure those people could depend on you. And then being rejected in the end, being left with nowhere to go. And Rome was one of those people who were just like, hey, I don't see you as that. I don't see you as nowhere to go or reject of society or undesirable. I see you as someone with a creative mind, and let's make poetry. And he was trying so hard at that point in time to break through the barriers I had risen up around me. And I just remember him being such a friendly force. And I don't even, you know, I probably wasn't even willing the first sentences I wrote down on the poetry for the poetry group. I probably wasn't even willing or excited, but I was just like, you know, he's offering it, and I know I used to love it, so why not just try again?
You might think I'm resilient if you never knew. I've been paralyzed by pain. I've not chosen to stay stuck in a storm. I've simply gotten caught in it. Never to be sunbathed again. I've experienced cruelties for so long. If the sun did come, I might think it was only there to sunburn me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Aaron.
Thank you.
Great job, great job.
This group could have been about anything, right? It was just a group to get people around a table, or, you know, set some chairs up and just have people talk to each other, to get to know each other better. I think the biggest part of what we're talking about is building community. By building intentional community here, whether it's poetry or the music or any of the other groups that we do, we can get them to know each other better, get them to talk to each other. I've had people who isolate a lot join these groups and been given a voice because they're able to write their thoughts on paper and have nobody judge them and critique them for what they're saying, and express what they're going through without someone, you know, like having to listen to them. You know, like people that go to this group actually want to listen to that poem.
Young people who are experiencing homelessness are doing their best to blend in. You rarely will notice that they are experiencing homelessness unless you know specifically what to look for. And so, they're not pushing shopping carts down the streets or having psychiatric episodes as frequently as sometimes adults who've been out there exposed to the traumatic events that happen when you're unsheltered for long periods of time. We find that oftentimes folks are one paycheck away, one medical bill, my car breaks down, I can't get to work, I can't get to childcare, and it turns into a cycle for people. So how can we as a community recognize that sooner and really help lift people up? And so with the youth, it's this incredible opportunity to get in there, to plant some seeds, to walk alongside them. And, when things don't go well, to be that sounding board for them.
I started off of nothing, and I started off to where it was, rough, but once I came into RYSE and I actually started putting my life together, I'm like, this is life, this is where you need to be, and this is where I am, this is where I want to be. So when I was in here, I was just thinking of every time they would tell me, this is like another chance. And to me, I took that chance too far. I took that chance toward, I seen that chance as if I never ever will ever have a chance again. So I was thinking I'm gonna grind now, and in the future it'll be worth it for sure.
I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do in life. So if it is pursuing school, pursuing writing, education, I'm excited for what the future has in store for me.